A woman rejects you, and you feel like the world is ending. But what if I told you rejection isn't always final? What if I told you women come back for a reason? You see, when she first rejected you, she didn't see your true value. Maybe you weren't at your best yet. Maybe you weren't confident enough. Maybe life hadn't shaped you into the man you were meant to be. But time changes everything. The same man she rejected isn't the same man she'll see later. The real reason she comes back isn't because of luck. It's because you transformed. You stopped chasing and started focusing. You turned pain into purpose. You turned rejection into redirection. You started building yourself up. You worked on your mind. You worked on your body. You worked on your purpose. And most importantly, you worked on your confidence. Women respect a man with confidence. They respect a man with discipline. They respect a man who doesn't need them to feel complete. When you improve, the world takes notice. Your energy changes. Your presence becomes magnetic. The man who was once ignored is now admired. You no longer seek validation. You no longer beg for attention. You don't chase, you attract. And that's when she starts noticing. That's when she starts wondering. Did I make the wrong choice? She asks herself. She sees the man you've become. She sees the confidence in your walk, the strength in your silence, the power in your presence. And now, she's intrigued. She wants to understand you. She wants to be part of your world. But here's the truth. She didn't change. You did. She didn't grow. You did. She didn't realize your worth before. But now, she has no choice. Because now, you're undeniable. You're not the man she rejected. You're the man she regrets losing. But here's the question you need to ask yourself. Do you even want her back? Or have you outgrown her? The moment she rejected you was the moment you had two choices. Stay the same and suffer, or level up and succeed. You chose the second path. You put in the work. You built yourself up from nothing. You stopped waiting for approval. You became your own source of validation. And now, she sees it. She sees what she missed. But here's the kicker. A real man doesn't wait for someone to see his worth. A real man knows his worth. And when she comes back, you have to ask yourself, is she coming back for you? Or is she coming back for what you've built? Is she coming back because she finally values you? Or because she sees the attention you're getting from others? Some women return not because they love you, but because they hate seeing you move on. They don't want to be with you, but they don't want anyone else to have you either. You have to be smart. You have to see the signs, because a woman who truly values you would have never needed to lose you to appreciate you. She wouldn't have waited for your success. She would have seen your potential from the start. And that's the kind of woman you deserve. Not one who comes back out of regret, but one who stands by you through the struggle. Rejection is not the end. It's the beginning. It's the fire that forces you to grow. It's the storm that makes you stronger. It's the lesson that prepares you for the right one. The woman who left was never meant for you. She was just a part of your journey, a stepping stone to your greatness. You see, life has a funny way of working. Sometimes, the best thing that happens to you is someone walking away, because it forces you to walk towards something greater, towards your best self, towards your true purpose, towards the woman who will truly appreciate you. So when she comes back, remember, you're not the same man anymore. You're wiser, you're stronger, you're focused, and now you have a choice. Do you take her back, or do you keep moving forward? The answer lies in your growth. The answer lies in your standards, because a man who has worked hard, a man who has transformed, a man who has built his empire will never settle for less. You see, Denzel Washington once said, "Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship." Your rejection was your hardship, but it became your motivation. And now, you're unstoppable. You've built momentum. You've built confidence. You've built a life of purpose. And the moment you stop seeking approval, the moment you stop chasing, is the moment the world starts chasing you, women included. So when she returns, don't be surprised. Don't be emotional. Don't be bitter. Simply understand, you were always valuable. She just didn't see it at the time. But now, it's too late, because you're on to bigger things, greater things. A life that no longer revolves around her. A future that no longer depends on her. You've become the prize, and the prize doesn't beg to be chosen. The prize is earned. So let her watch from a distance. Let her see the man she lost, and let her realize that the real mistake wasn't rejecting you. Rejection is not your end, it's your awakening. It's the moment you realize you were chasing the wrong things. The moment you stop living for someone else's approval and start living for your own greatness. Think about it. How many success stories start with rejection? The greatest men in history were all doubted. They were all underestimated, but they didn't let that stop them. And neither should you. When she rejected you, she gave you a gift, a chance to prove to yourself who you really are, a chance to focus on your goals, a chance to transform into the best version of yourself. You see, pain is a powerful motivator, but only if you use it correctly. Some men let rejection break them. They drown in self-pity. They waste time wondering, why me? But the wise ones, the strong ones, they take that pain and turn it into fuel. They use it to build something greater, to create a life so powerful that no one can ever overlook them again. This is how champions are made. Not by begging to be accepted, but by becoming undeniable. And that's exactly why she comes back. Because now, you're a different man. Now, you walk with purpose. Now, you command respect. Now, you move like a man who doesn't need anyone's validation. And that's attractive, not just to her, but to the world. The moment you stop needing her is the moment she starts needing you. Funny how that works, right? The tables always turn. But here's what you need to understand. She didn't change. She didn't suddenly realize your worth. She simply saw the world recognizing you, and she didn't want to miss out. That's the brutal truth. Some women don't want you. They just don't want to see you with someone else. They don't want you happy without them. They don't want you to move on. They want to keep you as an option, a backup plan. But you're not a backup. You're not an option. You're the main event. And that means you don't go backward. You don't entertain people who doubted you. You don't let someone back into your life just because they finally see what you always knew about yourself. Because a real one would have never left. A real one would have believed in you before the glow-up, before the success, before the transformation. That's the kind of woman you deserve. One who sees your value before the world does. Not one who returns only after the world validates you. That's not love. That's regret. And you don't entertain regret. You move forward. You stay focused. You keep building. Because there's always a next level. And if you're too busy looking back, you'll miss the greatness ahead of you. Think about the legends. Did Michael Jordan cry over people who doubted him? Did Denzel Washington beg Hollywood to recognize his talent? Did Elon Musk waste time proving himself to those who rejected him? Number. They kept working. They kept pushing. They let success speak for them. And that's exactly what you need to do. Let your success be your response. Let your growth be your revenge. Let your mindset be your weapon. Because the moment you realize you don't need her is the moment you become truly powerful. You take control of your own life. You dictate your own destiny. And when she comes back, you'll realize something incredible. You don't even want her anymore. Not out of spite, not out of bitterness, but because you've simply outgrown her. She represents the old you, the version of you that was still searching for validation. But that version is gone. And the man you are today deserves someone who saw his worth from the beginning, not someone who needed time to figure it out. You've worked too hard to go backward. You've built too much to let the past pull you back. And now you have choices. Now You decide who gets access to your life. And that's the ultimate power. Not money, not fame, but the ability to choose your own path. To say, I don't need anyone who didn't believe in me. To walk away with confidence. To know that your value isn't determined by someone else's approval. It's determined by you. So keep moving, keep growing, keep proving. Not to her, not to them, but to yourself. Because you are the only validation you need. And the right people, they will see it from the start. They won't need to leave and come back. They won't need to test you. They'll stand beside you. They'll support you. They'll believe in you before the success. That's who you keep around. That's who deserves you. Not the one who left. Not the one who doubted. Not the one who saw your value only after the world recognized it. You are the prize. And the prize never chases. The prize never begs. The prize never looks back. It just keeps rising. And so will you. Stay hungry. Stay disciplined. Stay focused. Keep striving for greatness. And never, ever let someone's rejection define you. The best revenge is not proving them wrong. It's proving yourself right. Keep pushing. Keep grinding. Keep shining. And when they come back, just smile. Because by then, you'll be too far ahead. By now, you understand the truth. Rejection was never a loss. It was a lesson, a push in the right direction, a wake-up call to become the best version of yourself. And now, you've leveled up. Now, you walk with confidence. Now, you move with purpose. Now, you understand your value. And because of that, the world treats you differently. People respect you. Opportunities find you. Women notice you, even the one who rejected you. Because now, you're no longer chasing. You're attracting. You're no longer seeking approval. You're giving it. And that's why she comes back. Because she sees what she missed out on. She sees the new energy you carry, the aura of a man who knows his worth, and it draws her in like a magnet. But here's what you must understand. Not every return is genuine. Some come back because they truly regret leaving. Others come back because they see you winning. They see your success. They see the attention you're getting, and they don't want to feel like they made a mistake. But a real man, a high-value man, he doesn't get distracted by the past. He doesn't fall for the same tricks. He doesn't let nostalgia cloud his judgment, because he knows the future is brighter than anything he left behind. And that's the test you must pass. Do you stay true to your growth, or do you get comfortable and let the past pull you back? The choice is yours. But remember this, your value doesn't come from external validation. It comes from within. It comes from the discipline you built, the skills you sharpened, the mindset you developed, the work you put in when no one was watching. And now, the world is watching. She's watching. But that doesn't mean you should let her back in, because some doors are meant to stay closed. Some lessons are meant to be learned once. Some people are meant to be left behind. And when she returns, you have to ask yourself, is she coming back for me or for what I've become? Is she here because she truly sees my worth now, or because she fears losing access? A woman who rejected you before didn't see your potential then. And sometimes people don't change. They just adjust to new circumstances. But you've truly changed. You've evolved. You've stepped into your power. And now you're at a crossroads. Do you let her back in, or do you keep moving forward? The answer lies in your growth, in your self-respect, in your ability to recognize your worth, because a man who has truly grown doesn't need to go back. He doesn't need validation from the past. He doesn't need people who couldn't see his greatness before. He just keeps climbing. And that's the path you must take. The path of purpose, the path of discipline, the path of true success. Because the right one, she won't need to come back. She'll be the one who saw your value from the start. The one who believed in you when no one else did. The one who supported you before the glow-up. That's the one who deserves you. Not the one who comes running back when the world starts noticing. Not the one who realizes too late. Not the one who thought she had time to make up her mind. Because a real man doesn't wait to be chosen. He chooses, and he chooses wisely. So when she returns, remember, you were always enough. You were always valuable. She just didn't see it. And that's not your problem. That's not your burden to carry. That's her loss. That's her regret. That's her missed opportunity. And now, you're too far ahead, too strong, too focused, too successful to ever look back. So let her watch, let her wonder, let her regret. But don't let her distract you, because the real win, the real victory, isn't proving her wrong. It's proving yourself right. It's knowing you didn't need her validation. It's knowing your worth was always there. It's walking away with your head held high, with confidence, with purpose, with a future so bright that the past fades into nothing. Keep grinding, keep winning, keep leading, because your story isn't over. It's just getting started. And the right people, the right opportunities, the right woman, they will come. And when they do, you'll realize you never needed to look back. You never needed to doubt yourself. You were always destined for greatness. And now, you're living it. So stand tall, walk boldly, own your power, and never, ever let someone's rejection define you. Keep moving, keep evolving, keep proving, not to them, not to her, but to yourself. Because you are the only validation you need. And the world, it will always recognize a man who refuses to be ignored. Stay hungry, stay disciplined, stay focused, keep striving for greatness, and never, ever let someone's rejection break you. The best revenge is not proving them wrong. It's proving yourself right. Keep pushing, keep grinding, keep shining, and when they come back, just smile. Because by then, you'll be too far ahead, too focused, too successful, too powerful, to ever care about the ones who left. Keep winning, keep leading,